Today is the day that I'm gonna go on a massive cycling journey to climb up two of my local mountains, Mount Umunhum and Mount Hamilton. To pull this off, I have to climb two steep roads that sit between the two mountains. Last night before bed, I laid everything out that I'm gonna bring on the ride, all my snacks, all the things that I need so I can have a smooth rollout here in the AM. So I'm bringing some candy. I've got this 5-pound bag of peach rings. I've got this new hydration powder from Tailwind that I've been experimenting with lately. I got a trial pack of this stuff, and so far so good. It seems to be doing its job of keeping me filled on rides. Bringing some Bobos, PB&Js, love those things. I started using these SIS Feel gels. They've been good so far. They've been easy on my stomach. So I'm just going through my early morning routine, watching some cycling content, just trying to wake the mind and the body up. I'm gonna eat some oatmeal in a moment. And because it's early morning on a Sunday, the Premier League is on, so I'm a big fan of the Premier League. I'm watching a couple match highlights before I roll out. Here's the ride plan for the adventure. So I'm heading south right now to Los Gatos, where Mount Umunhum is located. I've got to climb that first. But to get to the top of Mount you have to climb Hicks Road, which is super steep. So I'm gonna have to suffer on that thing first. I'll get warmed up for the day. And once you climb up to the top of Hicks Road, that takes you to Mount Umunhum Road. And then from there, you just make your way up to the top. After that, I'm gonna head east to Metcalf Rd, then over to Quimby Rd, and then Mount Hamilton as my final climb to conclude the mission. Climbing up Mount Umunhum and all of the roads that I just mentioned, those are super steep. Quimby in particular is a really nasty road. Mount Ham is gonna be the only gentle climb in this route, but it's just really long. So anyways, got a big day ahead of me. I've gotten out of the house on time. I'm on a bike path that's going to connect me to the first climb in Los Gatos, which is Kennedy Road, before I hit Hicks, where the games will begin. But yeah, cold morning, but it's going to be hot today. All right, I'm on Kennedy Road, first climb of the day. So I'm on the approach to Hicks Road, which is the beginning of the pain. That's the road that's gonna take me up to the top of Mount Umunhum. Kennedy Road is a really fun local road that I like to climb, and just happens to be going in the same direction I need to go to climb to the top of Mount Umunhum. I'm getting fairly close to the steep part of Hicks. I'm just getting warmed up now. All right, here we are. Just started the steep segment on Hicks Road. This is the beginning of it all. I'm almost to Mount Umunhum Road. This part of Hicks, where it starts to average 12 to 14% is brutal, but I'm almost done with it. And then I can get on to the second segment that takes me up to the top of the mountain. All right, now the second part of my challenging climb is getting ready to begin. All right, I'm basically here. I'm at the top of Mount Umunhum. I just have one little, well, I shouldn't say little, there's like a 300-foot steep ramp right to the parking lot where there's a big cube. But yeah, I am relieved. I've got the worst of the climbs behind me, but still have 3 significant climbs ahead of me for the day. We're here. We are here. Big climb number 1 done. The top of Mount Umunhum is pretty nice. You can see way over in the distance Mount Hamilton, where my ride adventure is going to end. This cool overlook allows you to see across the massive South Bay region, but there's also this old decommissioned military radar tower that's shaped like a giant cube. Locally, this is known as the Cube or the Box. This is a Cold War era radar tower that was built in the 1950s. The Almaden Air Force Station, I believe they closed in the 1980s, and that's when this was decommissioned. But yeah, there's a lot of historical significance up here. This is also part of the Ohlone indigenous people's land. There's a lot of historical information up here where you can learn about the area. This is a really cool place to visit. I highly suggest coming up here. There's a big parking lot, so if you drive up here, there's plenty of parking. There's a few hiking trails. People come up here to hike. You can also ride your mountain bike or gravel bike up here, but it is a hard climb if you do it. But it can be done. So I'll put some resource links in the video's description so you can learn more about Mount Umunhum. There's a lot of really interesting things to learn about the place. And yeah. All right, I am on Metcalf Rd, starting to climb up.
shitload of cars out here. I don't know why, but I'm in South San Jose now, and Metcalf is steep.
Okay, I've just crested Metcalf Rd. That is a tough climb, but second climb of the day is officially done and dusted. Now I'm just making my way further northeast toward Mount Hamilton, but before I get to Mount Hamilton, I've got one more serious road to climb, and that's Quimby Rd. Quimby Rd is a local legend here in San Jose, and it is painfully steep, so not looking forward to that, but once I get up over that, it's straight up to the top of Mount Hamilton Road.
All right, I'm climbing steep ass Quimby Rd, my last big steep climb before making the climb up to Mount Hamilton. I've been grinding for the past 2.5 miles on this 12 to 15% grade. It is brutal. Quimby Rd. I'm glad to check it off my bucket list of roads to ride here in San Jose. Won't be coming back to do this one. Oh. All right, after getting my ass kicked on Quimby, I am officially beat. I've got about 10 miles to get to the summit of Mount Hamilton, but at least I'm on Mount Hamilton Road. I am wiped out.
Okay, so I am basically at the top of Mount Hamilton and I'm cooked. My left leg completely cramped up on me, so now I'm pedaling with one leg. I've rode the last 5.5 miles with zero water, so I'm just trying to get up here to where the water is at. I'm absolutely fried, but I'm feeling pretty damn good about myself right about now. This is the longest solo ride that I've ever done and the most elevation climbed in one ride, except for earlier in the year when I rode from Mount Diablo down to here, Mount Hamilton. This ride beats that one out by a couple hundred feet. At the summit of Mount Hamilton is the Lick Observatory. This is an astronomical observatory owned and operated by the University of California. It's open to the public. They have a gift shop, a visitor center. There are vending machines. There's also access to free water, but that's down below the observatory at the gate to get up here. It's definitely worth a visit if you're into astronomy or if you just want to see some incredible views. Getting up here is very straightforward. It is 20 miles east of downtown San Jose. Cycling up to the top of Mount Ham is a gentle climb. It's really cool. Highly recommend it. Average gradient is about 5.2, 5.4%, and 18 miles. So it's one of the easier, more scenic climbs in the South Bay. But the other stuff that I did today, wow, that was hardcore.
So I made it. Top of Mount Hamilton. This was a brutal but rewarding day. I've climbed Mount Umunhum, which is the mountain way over there. Went to the top of that and rode on some incredibly steep roads to get up here to the summit of Mount Hamilton. I'm feeling pretty damn proud of myself right now. So I'm gonna sit my butt down, rest, drink my Coke and eat my chips, and try to figure out how I'm gonna make it back home. I'm so tired. Quimby Road absolutely took all of the fight out of me today. I will never go on Quimby Road ever again. That's way out of my league.